What's going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chunky! I didn't say.
Get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a great day so far. Happy Sunday. I hope everyone's NFL team won. Mine did. Yay. I hope you guys are having a great day so far. I already said that. What else was I going to say? Had a very fun stream with Katie Zed today. Happened a couple hours ago. If you guys haven't seen that, go check it out. It was fun. We discussed the McDonald's hot coffee lawsuit. And it was fun. Yeah, go check it out. All right. You guys want to watch some court? I want to watch some court. Let's see. I've got a bunch of random stuff tonight. You know, it's Sunday night, so we're just gonna wing it. First one is Judge Stevens, and you know, he's never really happy, is he? Let's go. Before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Now let's go.
I think he was reviewing to see how well he was doing since that last hearing. And I anticipate that the probation department is going to say that he's doing well.
I don't know,
To my understanding.
but I'm anxious to hear what they're going to say. Okay, 20-3446-34667 is called the State of Texas versus Carl Solomon. That's you? You having a good time up here? You're looking at up to 10 years in prison. I don't know. I'd be kind of, I'd be solemn if it were me, but I'm glad you're in a good mood. The problem also is, of course, there was a motion to revoke probation filed over a year ago. And the real issue was a reporting situation where you failed to report on a number of occasions on monthly reportings from July of 2022 to July of 2023. So what we did was kind of held that in abeyance, didn't we? And to see people collect his thoughts, get his head straight, and start complying. And where are we?
So he's doing well. He's reporting us directly that he's paid off his fees back in October. The only issue I'm having now with him is his drug patch. He's not turning it in every 2 weeks. So I haven't gotten any results.
Why not? I don't care what you're doing. You have to, the drug patch has to be analyzed. Are you your own probation officer or do you have one? There she is. Well, she's the boss. And then she reports to me and sit over there. Sit over there and time out. And we're gonna see where you are on things. What else do you have?
All I had
We're gonna test him, see where he is, but I want to know if any problem reporting or drug patch from here on. I want to know about it immediately, and you'll be brought up, and we'll have your motion to revoke probation hearing. It's a 3rd-degree felony, right? Yeah, you're looking at 10 years in prison. Is that what you want to flirt with by not following the rules? Everybody's got a report, and everybody who has drug issues have to be on a drug patch so that we can test them. And if we can't do that and analyze you, then you're going to prison. It's that simple. And everybody write down. Next time, shame on you. Well, actually, if we don't do something, next time, shame on us. It'd be our fault because we wouldn't be responsible. How many times has he failed on the drug patch to turn it in?
So since he got it,
Yes, ma'am.
And Your Honor, this kind of been an issue in March of 24. He had drug patch issues, tested positive for THC. In June, he tested positive for THC and cocaine, so it's kind of been the same.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, sir.
I know it's a game, but you lose. Not me. You lose. Since the last positive, which was in what, July?
June, yes, sir.
June.
14.
How many times has he failed to bring the drug patch?
I haven't
Since-
gotten a report since August. That's
What does that mean, though?
so
Monthly, he's
So he's
you
supposed
get
to turn it in every 2 weeks.
since when? Since
I haven't gotten a report since August.
September, October, November, December. You hadn't been turning anything in on your drug patches when you had positive, so we know you got a problem with. Now you're covering it up.
Okay.
I know. Well, okay. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Add those. Send me a memo on a motion to revoke probation. Adding that, we're gonna have a hearing on it. You've just gotten my attention, which you don't want to do. But now it's one thing, it's another. And you're running out of time. Yeah, but I mean, this can't work like this. I mean, that's an aberration. Everybody else, nobody's got a problem like that out of 5,000 probationers. You stick out. That's the problem. You don't follow the rules.
Judge, in the event that he does not test positive today, is it possible not to have to have a hearing on him if he does?
No. Where are his drug patches that she's supposed to be seeing for the last 3 months? Unless he can manufacture those overnight. It's no, you have obligations to us that you have failed, but you don't have any room for failure. We talked about that when we had this matter brought up after this first amended motion to revoke probation was filed, which included your failures to report. And now we're getting failures to show his status on drug usage, which we know we tested positive on before.
And then my other question, Judge, is in the event that he does not test positive, will he be able to go home and just come back for the hearing?
No, he needs to go home and get all the drug patches
Okay,
today and bring them up today.
he can do that. He'll do that.
We have to turn it into monitoring.
Now, obviously, if he fails drug tests, I already know what's gonna happen today, but hopefully he doesn't fail it. So
Well, he needs to do that today or else I'll send a warrant out for him. The drug patches, how many are there that he's failed to provide towards testing? Would he goes, does he bring them to you?
No, he brings them to, I think he has it through Johnny's. Correct?
Johnny's
So he
auto?
brings it to them and then it takes like about a month.
This guy hasn't turned in a drug patch in 3 or 4 months. So 8 drug patches or 6 to 8 drug patches are missing. And yeah, judge isn't happy about it. And now he's sending him home to get him to bring him back. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see this guy again.
Until I receive the
Okay,
results.
you're ordered to bring all of those to Johnny's today. And if there's something missing, I want Johnny's to get with Johnny's, let you know. I'm going to add that to his motion to revoke probation.
that's good.
I know we all know what's going on. We all know. The only people who refuse or fail to bring those are the ones who are going to test positive for drugs. It's the only reason they're hiding the ball. But you can hide the ball, but we always find it. We find that ball. Billy Ross.
Yeah, I really don't think that guy's coming back. If we're not turning into drug patches, you're hiding something. I do agree with Judge Stevens on that. Also, the probation agent said he's doing a great job. The very first thing she said, oh, he's doing a great job. He's reporting as he should, and he's paid off all the fines and costs. Yeah, except the one thing that he's supposed to be doing. All right, let's move on. That was Judge Stevens. Who are we going to next?
Have Mr. McCready. So
Judge Anzalone. I think this is one of the court geniuses. This is definitely a court genius.
Mr. Malaro, we are set for trial coming up. So what is our current status?
Well, Judge, as I indicated before, there's a preliminary examination. If I recall correctly, although it's not reflected in my notes, any plea offer that had been made, Mr. McCready withdrew that. So that's where I think we stand.
Yeah, people will be ready for trial on the 7th.
Okay. Well, I do not have, and you may have already filed them. Jury instructions, voir dire questions were due the 17th, and I don't have them in the file. So were those filed by both parties?
We filed ours last week. I couldn't give you the date,
Okay.
but yes.
Mr. Malaro?
Yeah, I do not intend to file any voir dire, Judge.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. McKenzie, we will see you back on January 7th. Mr. McCready, that people need to prepare a writ for that date for those 3 days. So I don't show one in the file, but that doesn't mean, oh yeah, we do have one in the file. Never mind. So we have a writ. So I will see you back on January 7th, Mr. McKenzie. Thank you.
Thank you,
Can I speak real quick? My lawyer was supposed to file motions for suppressed evidence. I haven't had even got my preliminary transcripts back. How can I be ready for trial?
Mr. Malaro?
So, Judge, today's the deadline for filing motions. The motion, what he's talking about is a motion to dismiss based on the delay in a preliminary exam that's being filed this afternoon. Jackson, well, the prison system has this strange system about sending our clients information. I don't, quite frankly, don't know exactly how to resolve that. But I'll try to have something sent up to him.
This was supposed to be done 6 months ago. I cannot have him as my lawyer. I have been saying this for months. This cannot happen. This guy has done nothing for me. I asked for a 180-day speedy trial, asked for a prelim. I'm in here a year. Took me 5 months to have a prelim. You can't make this make sense to me. I cannot have him. I will not accept him. I will not go to court with Mr. Malero. I can't. My life's in hands with him. It will never happen with me. I'll wait the next 5 years in prison to pay up a lawyer. I'll make $10 a month before I do that. I will not have him as a lawyer. I cannot. I can't do it. I've stressed this so much.
All right. So, okay.
I'm sorry.
Right.
I didn't mean to be rude.
No, don't apologize, Mr. McKenzie. I'm going to set this for a bench conference with Mr. McCready and Mr. Malaro at what time today? It's going to be in person at 10:30. So Mr. McKenzie and Mr. Malaro and Mr. McCready, I'd like to see you both in person at 10:30 today. All right? When you're done with your dockets. Okay. So Mr. McKenzie.
Judge, I'll try to be there at 10:30. I have 6 cases next door and a whole bunch of
I said after you're done with your morning docket.
Oh, okay, that's fine. All right, yep.
All right, I'll see you and Mr. McCready here at that time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Mr. McKenzie, I'm going to meet with counsel this afternoon. If anything changes, we will let you know. All right?
So I'm probably going to get written out on the 7th then?
You will get written out on the 7th, but Mr. McKenzie, understand, and I know that you know me from when I was a public defender, we were contract attorneys at that time, and the judges could remove us at their discretion when people weren't happy with us. And the clients often weren't happy with us just because they didn't like the plea offer that was given to us, or, we told them something they didn't want to hear. So, but because that was inappropriate, we now have a independent public defender's office. So I cannot grant a request to remove a public defender. That would be through the public defender's office or by retaining counsel. And I will be meeting with the attorneys this afternoon, and I will either see you on the 7th or before. All right?
Well, okay, can I ask for an adjournment so I can at least get my preliminary transcripts and stuff? And
we're gonna
the next. And
Mr. McKenzie, I'm listening to everything you're saying to me, and I'm going to have that discussion when I meet with the attorneys this late morning, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. McKenzie.
Yep, court genius, like I said. He filed his speedy trial demand, and now he's just asking for an adjournment. Yeah, I mean, really good. Good move there. Good move. All right, let's move on. What do we got next? Oh, yeah. Before we move on, Phil, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships, Phil. I appreciate it. Welcome to the 5 new members. Thank you so much, Phil. You were awesome, bud. Okay, let's go.
Michelle mentioned being with people. What is this for? Oh, show cause. What's your name, sir? Martin Brown. All right, Mr. Brown, you're here for a show cause hearing to show cause why you should not be found in contempt of court for failing to pay fines and costs on this domestic violence case. It's aggravated domestic violence. And it's been alleged here basically that you have failed to pay pursuant to a court-ordered payment plan, which started back in March of 2023 for $50 a month. It's supposed to continue at that rate until it was paid off sometime in like 2033. All right, and it's been alleged you're not paying pursuant to that plan, so you should show cause why you shouldn't be found in contempt. Contempt is a 93-day misdemeanor with a $7,500 fine. You have a right to have a lawyer to represent you. You got a trial on this for a lawyer. You have someone appointed for you. You can plead guilty, waive all your rights, or you can pay the fine. So those are your options. You owe allegedly $6,210. Did you say you want to speak to me? Huh? What did you say?
That's good.
Yeah.
So at the time I had on my I wasn't have a home to stay at. I got a lot of kids. I don't barely take care of myself. Keep them a chance to try to leave. I'll go donate if I got to. I got too many kids.
How many kids do you have?
I got 6 kids. I got another one on the way.
Why are you doing that though? Why you keep having them? You don't have to have kids. Have you ever heard of protection?
No.
Or you just stop having sex then? Why would you keep bringing these lives into the world that you can't feed? You feel like you donate if you had to. You probably should have been donating if you can't feed your children.
Give me another chance, please.
Sir, it's up to you. Would you like to talk to a lawyer?
I'll do the best I can. I'll pay these fines.
Okay, but do you have a job?
Not at the time.
Okay, well, how you gonna pay?
Donate.
And that's your only, you have no skills. Nothing that you could use to get a job.
I know I cook stuff. I work in the kitchen.
Okay, well, I'm sure there's restaurants that need help. I just don't understand how you're out there, take care of yourself and 6 children with 7 coming. Have you ever thought about why you have kids? Why do you keep having them? What do you mean you don't know? You just know. You just start to see somebody you like them. You start having sexual relationships with them, and then you don't think about what could come from that. That you're not really prepared to handle. You're just doing something, not thinking about the future impact. I mean, you're just not responsible. If you like sex that much, fine, have it. But be responsible about it so you don't keep bringing kids in here in the world that you're telling me you can't care for. You know, you're telling me that. You just said you can't even take care of yourself. And you got too many kids, and now you just got another one. I mean,
I'll make better decisions, Sean.
well, hopefully you will. But you know what? You're saying that now. As soon as you get out, you're going to go back to the same way.
You've been doing it. I make no crimes in a long time. I learned my lesson. I haven't been in trouble in a while. Couldn't afford to pay fines.
Okay, but then you got to change your life. It's not about just not paying, staying out of trouble. That's a part of it. And most of us stay out of trouble real easily. The rest of it is hard. And that is planning your life. Figuring out what you do best. Getting educated or trained to do it. Planning on saving. Figuring out what you can afford monthly and staying within a budget. All that's hard. And you just get out there just having kids. You're not thinking about the plan. Nothing wrong with children. But you got a plan. I know. But now you already got the kids. You're already here yourself. You now have to figure it out. You already put yourself into the situation. I would suggest you not have an 8th child, but that's just me suggesting that. But with the 7 you're gonna have, you gotta figure it out. How much is it going to take that you need to make to pay for yourself and to give a little something to all? Is it the same mother?
Yes, sure.
So she said 7, give her 7 kids for you.
Yes, sure.
She's a good person. She just stuck with you through 7 kids and you not really thinking to the trip. She can't do it all. But you're putting her in a position to asking her to do it all. So now you gotta figure out how much at least is her and how much each of those children should be getting to sustain the household. I'm sure she doesn't have you on any child support, does she?
I paid child support for 3 of them.
Okay.
I just haven't paid for the other 4 yet.
Do you understand what I'm saying about making a plan?
Yes, Your Honor.
You gotta figure out how much your bills are. This is a bill right here. We gave you $50. I don't know where the figure came from. They usually look at your ability to pay. Maybe you had an ability to pay back then and you don't now. So what are you proposing to me?
You give me a second chance, Your Honor, so I can get out and find me a job so I can restart paying because I'm tired of sitting in the jail.
No, you going to over here to that, what's the name of that plasma place over here? CSA or C something? Is that what you talking about?
I'm going to BioLife at Flint.
You live in Flint? But you live in Grand Plain.
Mm.
So how can I trust you to get back down here?
You pay payment arrangements.
Excuse me?
I make payment arrangements.
With who?
With the courts.
Okay, but I need you to be in front of me. How you gonna get back here? We got to bring you in here locked up today.
I have a right, Your Honor. Like, I don't get in no trouble, Your Honor. I haven't been in
You're
trouble.
in trouble with me right here.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Because you didn't.
I haven't committed no crimes, Your Honor. I don't foresaw nobody.
Okay,
listen.
Listen.
Please, Your Honor.
Listen, stop begging. This is what I'm willing to do. I'm willing to adjourn this hearing one time. See how much money you're going to pay. At a minimum, it ought to be $50 because that's what your monthly payment is.
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't care if you go to the blood bank, borrow it, wherever. Get a job, that would be preferable.
Yes, Your Honor.
And then come back with a payment.
Yes.
Depending on that, I might adjourn it again or I might not. I might re-refer you for a payment arrangement. You gotta get responsible. And if you don't come back, it's gonna be worse.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you better come back. because giving you a chance to fix this.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I don't know, you're $6,000.
That's what they want me on restitution.
Yeah, $4,000 worth of restitution. I don't know what you tore up, but it was bad.
Barely tore up anything.
Well, it's an aggravated domestic violence, so somebody got injured. And maybe they got medical bills.
Yeah, that's probably what it was, I think.
Okay, so I'm gonna adjourn this hearing. Who's gonna pick you up?
My girl's family comes to get.
Okay, how much money they get?
I don't know.
So how they gonna come and get you? Cause
They got.
they gonna have to post $50. They got $50?
I have no idea. They
Well, how you know
they don't
they
want me living in their house.
I don't blame them. You're not contributing. How you know they're coming to get you then?
Because she came and got me last time.
Well, does she even know you're here?
Y'all try to call her from the jail, but she doesn't answer the phone because she don't work like that.
She don't work like what? She don't answer the phone?
Her parents don't put money on her phone.
Oh, she has that kind of phone?
Yeah.
All right, we'll see how you do. But I'm taking a big chance because nothing about you says stability. Nothing about you says you handle your business. You've just been ignoring the court order.
No, I'm not going to ignore the court order, Your Honor. Please.
And what are you gonna do when you get out?
I'm trying to change my life. I'm sick of being in jail.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna set a $3,000 personal bond. You're gonna come back. Give them a date in January, please, later January.
What's available on Wednesday, January 29th at 10:00 a.m.
That gives you a little over a month to find me some money.
Yes, Your Honor.
10 a.m., January 29th, 2025. It's a new year, a new beginning for you. You need to start making some changes. You need to think about what you're good at. If it's cooking, you need to get yourself into a cooking school. They got colleges that prepare people for that, then they can put you at jobs. You know, $6,210 on one count, $1,059 on the other count. Whatever you do, you need to have a plan. So I want you to come back and tell me what your plan is too.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh.
All right, that guy was a lot of fun, wasn't he? Oh, my girl's gonna come pick me up. Does she know you're here? I don't know. She has not answered my phone calls. She's probably not happy that you're there. Then, man, yeah. I need to start a cooking school. I thought I was gonna start a soft sit school. I thought that was the plan. Anyways, Big In, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. Welcome to all the Big In Raiders. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Please hit that like button on your way in. I would appreciate it. Big In, you were awesome. You know who else is awesome? Legal Fiction. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships, Legal Fiction. I do appreciate it. Welcome to the 10 new members. Legal Fiction, you were awesome. All right. Big In Raiders, we're just having a random court crawl tonight. Nothing really to explain. There's just 5 or 6 just random court clips. So you don't have to rewind. You can just start from here. Let's go. All right, this one. First off, this is Judge Dad. Second off, I am 99% sure I already played this, and I didn't delete it for some reason. And it was like, I don't know if it was in a live stream or if it was just in a standalone video. So you know what? We're just gonna watch it again. It's still good. Judge Dad.
People against Jason Scott Romph, 22B14236OA in B, and I also have 16T623073.
Attorney Mike Baldwin, arraignment attorney, P65417 on behalf of my client, Mr. Rump, sir. Can you just please state your full legal name for the record?
Jason Scott Rump.
Judge, today's a date and time set for an arraignment. For purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute, waives formal reading of the general information.
Not guilty pleas are entered, including on the show cause.
I have identified that as the bicycle civil infraction, and I informed my client that that is in default and that it needs to be addressed.
Well, it's been in default for 7 years. He doesn't like to show up, huh? He lives on Pennsylvania.
That is the most recent address that I have that was listed on the bond warrant.
Where do you live?
Creekside Estates.
How far is Pennsylvania from here?
I've never lived there.
You never lived there?
Riverview, yes. But I live right here at Creekside Estates, right here in Telegraph.
How far is that from here?
Like, I can throw a rock at it from here.
Then why haven't you shown up here in 7 years?
I didn't know I had a bike infraction 7 years ago.
The police stopped you in 22 and your license reflected that you were living on Pennsylvania. Now you're saying Creeks. Shh.
Sorry.
You're supposed to update your address with the Secretary of State. So I don't know if you were, sir.
Sorry, sir.
You haven't been here in 7 years. What does he do for a living?
Your Honor, I did not get into particulars because for two reasons. One, I'm going to ask that the bond of 2,500, 10% be imposed. It already is. And number two, he is not asking for a court-appointed attorney.
All right, there, Detective, your name?
Good morning, Your Honor. Detective Crystal Tulas, Brownstown Police Department.
I have no clue what kind of drugs these were allegedly. They tell me possession or use of a controlled substance.
Your Honor, it's alleged that he had 0.13 grams of crack cocaine and a some sort of pipe that he had fashioned as an instrument of paraphernalia. I think it was like a socket that he had used.
Where do you work at?
I'm the maintenance at Creekside Estates.
Tell me something. Why don't you think you have to show up in court? I want to know. So this.
I totally forgot about it. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Totally forgot.
I swear.
Totally and completely forgot. I might forget about. What's that?
I said my mail had just got forwarded like a year ago to my new address.
Mr. Ramph?
Yes, sir.
I'd like to forget to pay my taxes every year, both in the summer and in the winter. You follow me?
Yes, sir.
Please don't tell me you forgot. So now you've got yourself in a predicament here. I hope you got somebody that's going to help you, because I'm not, because you've been blowing us off for 7 years on one of these cases and 2.5 years on the other one. On this silly civil infraction, I'm still setting $200 cash as surety. Actually, let me see, is it 189? 189 cash as surety. I hope you can post that. And then the drug paraphernalia, I'm setting, and the drugs for which you've ignored us for 2 years, better than. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law. You must appear in court as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. I'm not going to talk about, does he have any other holds there, Detective, do you know?
He has several. We have checked with all of them, and all of them have refused to pick him up. They've all been invited to release.
See, why do you think you can blow courts off like this?
It's not that, sir. It's just I have no. I just started working for Creekside. I had no money.
Nobody said anything about money. Your ticket didn't say show up if you have money. Your ticket didn't say show up if you're working. Don't show up if you're not working. Don't show up if you don't have money. You cannot show this kind of lack of respect for courts. So I hope you can post it. I truly do, but I will lose no sleep if you're sitting in there for Christmas. 3,500, 10% of the drug case. January 8th will be your court date. That's January the 8th at 8:30 in the morning. And no alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. And then 189 cash or surety on the other case. January the 8th at 8:30 will be your court date. So you need to come up with 350, what did I say, 3,500, 10% plus the 189 or 539. Wish you well, hope you can. If not, I'm sorry, maybe you'll learn a lesson. I doubt it, but possibly you will. Good luck to you. If he wants a lawyer going forward, he's gonna have to fill out a petition for one. If he decides he doesn't, that's his choice. Have a nice Christmas, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron.
Yeah, the judge just walks off the bench. She's like, and I'm out. Yeah, my favorite line was, I'm not going to lose any sleep if you're in there for Christmas. All right, we got some shout outs to do. Toby, thank you so much for the 4 months. Love Colin and his chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you so much for the 4 months. Peeps is rolling in with 11 months. Thank you so much, people. I do appreciate it. Super close to a year. Erica with 10 months. Thank you so much, Erica. You still kind of smell like stale bubblegum, though. Thank you so much for the 10 months. And Linda coming in with 10 months. Thank you so much, Linda. You guys are all awesome. Thank you so much for the milestones. All right, let's move on. What do we got next? What do we have next? Oh, this one's fun. This defendant just talks in circles. And Judge Greenwald rarely ever loses her patience. And this is about as angry as she gets. So this one's just kind of fun because it's unlike her.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We're here today on the record in the matter of the City of East Lansing versus Rochelle Perkins, case number 24E17993OI. We're here for a bench warrant, arraignment on a bench warrant. Ms. Perkins, you're appearing by Zoom. Can you hear and see me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Ms. Perkins, a bench warrant was issued for your arrest because you failed to appear for a order to show cause to explain why you are not making payments pursuant to a payment plan that you set up with the court. You were supposed to appear back in November, and then there have been several fails to appear, and do you want to explain why you didn't appear for court?
Absolutely. So for preface, I believe it was October 18th when I was pulled over and I first was made aware of a warrant for my arrest. On that date, they told me as of yesterday on that date, my license was suspended and I wasn't aware of that either. So that's when the court date was set up for October 28th. I did join that Zoom, but I was explaining that I was fresh out of the hospital, unexpected that morning. So we resumed the court date for November 1st. I appeared November 1st, to which it wasn't you, I believe. I think I saw you the first time. It wasn't you, it was another person who we were all in queue. They just set me up on a payment plan for the ticket to resolve the matter. From the first court hearing, I was informed that there was a potential bench warrant if I didn't appear in court. So because you said I showed up, you told me you were going to cancel the warrant, but under that, my license wasn't reinstated. So recently, just so that it all makes sense, it was between December 3rd and December 6th. My laptop was stolen, and I believe it was stolen out of my vehicle in my apartment complex. I live on Devonshire and Canal. I went to the leasing office and they informed me that they do not have camera footage. So from there, I filed.
Okay, I don't need all this information. I just need to know, so you had a computer stolen. Is that why you couldn't appear at court? You couldn't use your Zoom?
No, I appeared in court. The thing is, I was giving the information so you understand why I was requesting, because I called Bob S. and I asked for a request to talk to someone to get my license reinstated, because
okay, that's not how it works, Ms. Perkins. Your license is suspended because you have failed to pay. And that's that's what the law says the court should do, and you have not paid. It's not related to the bench warrant. The bench warrant happens because you don't appear. So as long as you appear at court, and it can be to appear at court on Zoom to say, I'm unable to pay. If as long as you do that, when you're ordered to come and appear, a bench warrant will never issue for your arrest. So
Your
that
Honor,
is, Ms. Perkins, there's nothing more to say today. So I need to know, do we have a good address for you? And the address that I have for you, Ms. Perkins, is on Merriman Way in Lansing. The address?
Yes.
So you're getting the notices when, and you're
No,
not getting notices to come to court?
That was the thing I discussed on the phone, is that I never received any notifications in the mail.
Okay, well, we have to figure that out. 411 Merriman Way. Okay, well, that is the address that we've sent. I have proof that it was mailed to you.
But
you
I
need
never
to check with the U.S. Post Office.
Okay, may I, if you would allow me to explain just a little bit further, Your Honor?
Ms. Perkins, it's not relevant. All we need to do is you need to know, you need to come to court when ordered to do so. If you do that, a bench warrant will never again issue for your arrest. You need to come to court when ordered. And then if you want you to get the suspension lifted, you need to pay your citation.
Absolutely.
I want to hear more of her story. I feel like she can go down some deep rabbit holes that make no sense. You know, I think we might learn about her hamster that passed away. And when their hamster passed away, she bought a goldfish because she doesn't like being alone. And then her cable company dropped her favorite channel. So now she has to pay extra for her channel, and she's not going to pay extra for that channel because she stands on her principles, and you shouldn't have to pay extra for the channels you enjoy. You know, I'm just looking forward to some more story time.
So I have no problems at all with the payment plan that we set up. There was an arrangement because I couldn't afford the full balance at the time. So that's why we set up the payment plan. But because I was trying to explain, my car was recently broken into and the keys were stolen, I've had to pay outstanding fees just for it to be. I just got it back up and running yesterday, but I couldn't physically drive it myself, obviously, because my license is suspended. And I was trying to figure out if there was a possible way that, obviously paying a portion of it, if it could even help with me getting my license reinstated, because I've lost my job in between with the car situation, to where now I'm not able to even afford the full balance as of right now. I have no issues making any payments, and I'm not avoiding any of my legal fees. I'm asking for reinstating so that I can move forward and continue to pay off the balance in full.
I'm just pausing here to so I can get the citation of what the law says on your request. So, you know, Ms. Perkins, a payment plan is absolutely, the court does that regularly, and you were set up on it. Sounds like a pretty reasonable payment plan. And, you know, all you need to do is come to court and say, I'm unable to make that $20, wasn't it $20 a month?
It probably was. It should have been between 20 or 30. I don't have a problem with making more than 20 today, just because I don't want to be in trouble or with any outstanding fees right now.
So the law requires that if this is a citation where a suspension is allowed and you have not paid the citation, that your license is suspended. So you need to pay the citation, which, because of your failures to appear, Ms. Perkins, the amount continues to grow. So the amount due.
I'm sorry.
Ms. Perkins, it is not in your best interest to keep interrupting me. So when, you know, it was originally a $225 citation, and now we're up to $490.
I was asking, when did I fail to appear in court between October 28th and November 1st, when those were my set court dates?
Okay, so there was on September 18th, that was the, looks like that's the driver's license suspension fee. That's $45. Then on September 24th, there was a 20% late fee. And then there was an order to show cause fee when you failed to appear in September. That's $30. And then there was a bench warrant fee in October, on October 17th, when you failed to appear. That's $50. And then there was another bench warrant fee from this week on December 17th.
Okay, well, for December 17th, that wasn't a court order date. That was me calling in and nobody, he never sent me the date.
Oh my gosh, Miss Perkins, we are done. I am trying, you keep interrupting me and you are not listening. You were ordered to come to court on December 17th. You did not wait in the waiting room. You did not see a judge on that date. That constitutes a failure to appear. And so that was why there was a $50 warrant fee. Ms. Perkins, this court regularly works with people who are amenable and, I believe that they are able to comply with the court's order and respect the court. And I very often have situations where people are doing, I feel like they're making good efforts towards a payment plan, and then I'm happy to waive any of these fines and fees. I also, I don't want your license to be suspended, but I told you that's what the law says. You need to pay your citation. Ms. Perkins, do you want to talk to our collections department to continue your payment plan, or what would you like to do in terms of payment?
Oh, for sure. I would like to continue with the payment plan.
Okay, so the last payment plan was a $20 every other week. So you're paying every other week $20. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, we can continue with that. Am I able to make additional payments on top of that?
Absolutely, always.
Okay.
Okay, so Ms. Perkins, we're back to the payment plan, and your bench warrant is canceled because you appeared today. And as long as Ms. Perkins continues to make that payment plan, Ms. Horn, we don't need to set up another court date, correct? Ms. Perkins, today is December 19th. When do you plan to make your first payment of $20?
Today.
Okay, so that payment, I'll give you till tomorrow just to, be safe. That payment is due December 20th.
Okay.
Okay, and that's all for this case. Thank you.
All right. No, I did not see McConaughey was in the news. I know he has a soft sit tomorrow, so I'm excited about that. But no, I did not see him in the news. Mary Smith with 10 more gifted memberships. You have been donating memberships. Yeah, you know what? Thank you, Mary Smith. Very generous of you. Thank you so much. Welcome to the 10 new members. I appreciate it, Mary. Thank you. All right. We're kind of running towards the end. Do we just have one more or two more? I think just two more because I don't think I ended on this one. I don't think so. Yeah, this one's short. This one's only like 3 or 4 minutes. Okay, let's go.
Calling the case of SP 44144046. This is the state of Michigan versus Motez Terrell Stringer. Your name, please, sir?
Motez Terrell Stringer.
Okay, this is the date and time set for your informal hearing. It was set for 9:31. It is 9:46. The defendant has appeared. The officer has failed to appear, so this ticket is dismissed without prejudice, which means it can be brought again. Any objection, sir?
No, ma'am.
Okay, but I'm going to tell you something. Last time, for whatever reason, you didn't appear and a default entered, and now it was set for a new hearing today. Driving 110 miles an hour on the freeway is ridiculous. Okay?
Yes.
Ridiculous.
Yes.
And if the officer was here and if he wanted to show you any grace or consideration, like he made a motion to do you a favor, do you know what I would say? I would say motion denied. I would say motion denied. You are a liability. you are going to hurt yourself or somebody else. There is nothing, no excuse, and no reason to drive like this at any time. Do you understand?
Yes.
This dismissal is not an endorsement of what could be criminal conduct on the road. If you cannot follow the law and drive responsibly, don't drive. Got it?
Yes.
You may leave the Zoom.
Don't ask any questions. Just go. Yeah, just go. You wanted to ask a question. No, you got lucky. You got lucky. That's all it is. Just go. You got yelled at. Take it, and just go. All right. Betty, thank you so much for the 10 months. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Getting close on that year. All right. Now I think we're moving to the last one. All right. Let's go. What we got? You know what? I'm not even going to tell you about this one. You're just going to have to watch it. Oh, this is going to be Heather and me in 50 years, though.
Good morning. May I have your name, please?
My name?
Yes.
Okay. It's Lawrence Quinting. It's Quinting.
Quinting, we're on the record in case number 24-1200 SM. Your
Hey, birthdays always get a pause. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Mama Hawk. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for spending some of your birthday time with us tonight. I do appreciate that, and I hope you had a great day. Thank you. Phil rolling in with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Phil. I think that was 10 tonight. I think you gifted 5 earlier. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Welcome to the 5 new members. All right, let's go.
hearing for arraignment purposes this morning. You're appearing with Ms. Conlon, defense attorney available through the Indigent Defense Council here to assist you. Ms. Conlon?
Well, Your Honor, I'm sorry, Mr. Quinting, I talk now, thanks. Your Honor, I did speak with Mr. Quinting by phone. We discussed the nature of the charge against him, maximum possible consequences, also his rights with respect to the charge. We would waive a reading. Mr. Quinting pleads not guilty, is requesting that the court consider assigning counsel to represent him.
You might want to say no contest.
Hello, is there anybody there or what?
Yes, sir, we're here.
You want to get it done?
I want to get this resolved ASAP.
So the next step in the process is a pretrial conference. It would be scheduled for January 9th, 9:30 a.m.
He would like to have it done as quick as possible by saying non-content. You don't need to be going to some.
Why do we need to go to trial on this?
Say non-content.
I'm not going to contest it, okay?
Okay, well, I'm going to put you back in a breakout room with Ms. Conlon.
I can't barely.
So she can go over the process with you. Hold on, please.
Why don't you? Don't be asking questions. You're non-content, right?
Non-contest, yes.
Although you don't want to
go. So we're back on the record in case number.
Oh, man. I didn't fade in, fade out. I always get disappointed when I don't do that. It's so easy to do. It only takes 10 seconds. Click one part, click fade out, click the other part, click fade in. Man. All right, let's go.
24-1200 SM. Conlon, you had opportunity for further discussions with Mr. Quinting.
I did. I think Mr. Quinting does want to plead not guilty now, Your Honor, and request appointment of an attorney. The Quintings did have a request, though, that the pretrial be held sooner than January 9th, like maybe the 2nd or the 7th. So I don't know if that's possible. I imagine it's a pretty full day on January 2nd.
It is pretty full, so we.
Yeah, probably wouldn't have allowed this, but can you imagine trying to teach them how to log in on Zoom? They called in by phone, like, okay, they sound like they're, I don't know, 90. We're just gonna let them go. Just let it go. Yeah. While I'm paused, Sparkle Boots, thank you so much for the PayPal. I appreciate it, Sparkle. Thank you.
We can do it on the 7th. I would prefer to move to that date, but we'll move it to the 7th. But in order to complete a petition for court-appointed attorney, Mr. Quinting, I need to place you under oath and ask you some questions. Would you please raise your right hand?
Yes.
And you swear that the information you're about to give me will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Thank you.
I do swear.
What is your phone number?
My cell phone number is 231-409.
What's your mailing address?
526, number 127, Traverse City, Michigan.
Do you have an email address?
Yes. It's,
What's that?
okay, QUI. .com.
And are you renting, purchasing your home, or living with others?
Excuse me?
Are you renting, purchasing your home, or living with others?
Living with others.
Are you employed?
No, I am not. I'm retired.
Do you have any assistance or income?
Just Social Security.
Do you own a vehicle?
Yes.
And what's the estimated value of the vehicle?
$2,500.
And do you have any money in a checking account or savings account, any cash on hand, or any digital currency?
I've got a little bit of cash on hand, not too much in my checking account.
All right, about how much total?
$1,500.
There's 200 in the checking account.
200 in the checking account.
I will appoint an attorney for you. We will schedule the pretrial conference for January 7th at 9:30 a.m. It's in person here at the district court. I do not believe that you posted bond in this case. I
got it muted, didn't I? At least I think I muted partial of the phone number, partial of the address, and then just about the entire email. Did you guys hear it in full? It might have been delayed on my side. Hopefully nothing was played in full. I can go back after this and edit it out, though. You know what? Speaking of which, this video is just about over. There's only about a minute or two left, so I'm just going to let it play out. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. I do appreciate it. I am still going to be doing members only tomorrow night. I don't know what my schedule on Christmas Eve and Christmas is going to be. I don't really have any plans, so I'm probably still going to stream. As long as I have content, I'll stream, most likely. But we'll play it one day at a time. So right now, members only is still tomorrow night. And yeah, I'm going to say just assume that I'll still be streaming like normal on Christmas Eve and Christmas. So hopefully I'll see you. If not, you guys have a great holiday. Have fun. Be safe. Don't do anything dumb. I will cover you on my channel. I will. And I'll brag that I know you. I'll even pretend to be your best friend. I know this guy. I will. All right. You guys are awesome. I am going to check to see if there's anyone to raid. It being Sunday night, there's usually no one to raid. So if not, we'll just see. I'll just see you tomorrow. But thank you all for hanging out. I've already said that. Thank you for the super chats, the gifted memberships, the membership milestones. Thank you, Sparkle, for the PayPal. You guys are awesome. Until next time, bye.
You did post an interim bond. I'm going to.
Thank you, Cheshire Cat. I appreciate it. Merry Christmas to you too, bud.
Continue the interim bond that you posted with a condition that you may not return to Turtle Creek. You may not enter a bar, a casino, or any place that serves alcohol by the glass. You'll have no threatening, intimidating, harassing, or violent behavior towards any person, and you'll be respectful of all court employees and care providers during the course of your case.
I just want to say something. The casino lets them in when he takes me there now.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Tell her.
Folks probably shouldn't say anything regarding the fact of right now, please.
Okay. Okay. All right.
You will hear from your court-appointed attorney by the end of next week. Please watch for contact. And the court will mail you a notice regarding the date and time of your pretrial conference.
Okay.
Thank you for your appearance this morning, and you are free to leave the meeting.
Thank you.
Who are you talking to?
It's the magistrate, I guess.